wholesome humans, and welcome back to the Ash Racy podcast. Today, I just want to start off by saying that life is not easy. Let's just start there. Life is not easy, and it never has been. For anyone. If someone tells you that their life is easy and has always been easy, they're lying. Absolutely lying. Because that's not how life works. Life, as I have definitely mentioned before on this podcast, doesn't like us a lot of the time and often gives us things, throws us little curveballs, you might say. And sometimes that is something that people are good at driving past, and for others it's a lot harder and a lot more problematic to try and figure out how to navigate that. And you know what? That's okay. It's absolutely okay to know that life isn't easy, because it's just not. You know what? While life isn't easy, it gives us a lot to learn. All of the challenges that we face in our lives are opportunities for us to learn. They're opportunities to learn from ourselves, from the people around us, through people who once served us and now no longer do, forming different relationships, going on different adventures, seeing the world and learning about what's really serving you and what's really not. Because at the end of the day, if you're spending all of your time on things and people who don't serve you, then what is the point? What is the point in putting yourself in an environment where you aren't treated with the same respect that you put out into the world? Because you know what? Life is too short to be treated in that way and to be hit head on with all of the challenges that the world likes to throw at us all. Life's too short to get caught up and swept under the waves as we go through this path of life and actually figure out how life works and who we are as human beings and all of that. Because you know what? We are all growing up. It's never going to have an end. We always grow up. That's just how it works. And sometimes it's great and sometimes it sucks. And I don't know what else to tell y'all. Like, it's definitely something that is very difficult to navigate, and often we don't know how to navigate it. But that's kind of the reason that I'm making this, in the sense that we are all trying to navigate this thing that we call life. It's something that throws us a lot of challenges. It's something that's never easy. And a lot of the time, we have to take a step back from whatever we're doing in our day-to-day lives to actually figure out what we want out of this thing that we call life. What exactly is it that we want? Because a lot of the time, we don't know. A lot of the time, we spend most of our lives actually trying to figure it out, to the point where we're not able to spend so much time actually having that thing, because we don't even know what that thing is. And a lot of it is frustration that builds up. And not to get philosophical, but at the end of the day, humans want happiness. That's what some philosophers believe. We're not going into philosophy right now. But if our end goal as human beings is to gain happiness, and we don't know what makes us happy, then how are we supposed to have a life that is fulfilling? And so sometimes it's just important for us to take a step back and really be able to breathe and relax in the fact that it's okay that we don't know what we're doing. And it's okay that we're trying to still navigate this thing called life. And we're not perfect, and nobody is. But a lot of the time we get caught up in the day-to-day lives of the people around us, to the point where we start believing that everyone else around us is perfect and we're the only ones who aren't. But that's not true. Because at the end of the day, we're all on our own path. We're all trying to figure out what we want. And there's no point in waiting. There's no point in waiting for other people to create the life that you want to live for yourself. If there are things that you want to do, just go ahead and do them. And of course, there are going to be things that you're scared of or you wish you didn't have to do by yourself. But at the end of the day, if there's something you want, you might as well just go for it. Because otherwise, what's the point? Why are you waiting? Like, who are you waiting for? Because if you're waiting for someone who's not going to show up, if you're waiting on an empty promise, then you're just giving yourselves excuses not to do the thing you want to do or go to the place you want to go. And at the end of the day, we often say that life is too hard because we're not able to get what we want. But if you think about what you want, sometimes all it takes is for us to just take a step forward. And sometimes that's a scary step. Whether it's quitting your job, buying a plane ticket to a new country, or whatever the heck it's supposed to be. But embrace the fact that life is not easy and you don't have to wait. Stop waiting, because life's not going to get easier. But your dreams are still going to be there. And if you're waiting for life to get easier to follow through on your dreams, sorry to break it to you, but they're just never going to happen, because life just isn't going to get easier. It's always going to throw curveballs at us. It's always going to be challenging. And we're always going to just have to rise up above it and form a life for ourselves that we want, and that's going to make us happy. So that's all I got for today. Have a wonderful week ahead. And as always, don't forget, you are loved, you are amazing, and I thank you for being here.